Okay, welcome back everybody. Jesus Christ. I need this right now. I swear, if Mario Kart goes well for me tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna be around to do any more streams. I'm gonna take all my Joy-Con straps and I'm gonna tangle them all in one big cable. I'm gonna hang it from the ceiling and I'm gonna daisy chain it and I'm just gonna bye-bye. No more arms. Now that's a springy arm. Online play. Friends? What friends? All of you are traitors. I'm just gonna go into worldwide. You guys... I'm sorry I'm starting this like so depressing. Okay, I'll just do some verses tonight. I haven't streamed battle mode. That could be fun. Maybe not tonight though. Battle mode, you know, I'm not as good at. And after ARMS, I don't know if I can risk that. Don't you dare make me come to Canada with a care package of freaking plushies. I could use that. Okay, let's see how this unfolds. Ooh, Dolphin Shoals. Okay, well this is a good start. This is a good start. Dolphin Shoals is a very happy, feel-good map. And maybe for just a brief moment, I can forget about how much I suck at ARMS. It's hard to tell whether that Woomy voice underwater... Hey! How come the Inklings can race underwater? Don't they die? They dissolve if they go underwater. What's the secret here? Somebody's gotta ask Nogami about that stat. Explain the lore on that, smarty. Just smarty pants. What do you think of yourself? Oh, well that's unfortunate. I mean, I'm not winning, but I'm not, like, losing either. ARMS has no second or third or fourth places. Just first and last. Oh, well that's unfortunate. Don't Inklings live underwater? No, they live on land. If they go in water, then they melt and die. If you aren't in first place, you're losing. Christmas, hi. First of all, welcome to the chat, but you can't fucking do this right now. I don't know if you were here for ARMS or not, but it did not go well, to say the least. And I don't know, it got to me because I'm a salty little bitch. ARMS does have second, but it's also last. Also, I just heard a... I heard a noise, but I forget what it means. It's something related to the stream, though. See, like here, I don't even mind second. Bowser's still happy about it. He's still cheering. He's having a good time. I still get points. It's just chill. It's nice. I don't hate myself right now. I did with ARMS. Oh, those are bits. Thank you, Christmas. Why did you say the word Griffin and then just that emote? I feel like that's very ominous. A happy Bowser is a good Bowser? Let's be honest, all Bowser is a good Bowser. Except maybe that one time in Bowser's Inside Story where there's the inflation scene. You know, I say that just now, but then I thought internally, hold on, which inflation scene? And the fact that I have to say that, I think, speaks volumes about the Mario and Luigi RPGs. It's not inflation if it's not air. What is it then? If you were to fill a water balloon, would it not be inflating the balloon? Well, I guess it would just be called filling the balloon, but at that point, that's just semantics. Is inflation just not filling? If you want to start claiming things like this, you need to back that shit up. I don't like this other Bowser, though. There can only be one. If that Bowser wins, then I'll never be valid again. Oh, that's a cute little Yoshi. Cass! Judging by how all the icons on the map just like suddenly stopped behind me, I can tell that I just got very lucky there. Oh, well, only for so long. Yeah, see ya, Ink. Ling. I was talking about the blooper at first, but then there was a real Inkling right there. Uh-oh, blue shell. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that come around and do its thing. Ooh, very nice. Oh, well, it wasn't a real hit. Great. Whoa! Oh, great, the boomerang. Is this a defensive item, Christmas? Oh! I found you, faker! Okay, I see that there's some inflation explanation going on in chat right now, so I gotta address that once this race ends. I can see that a lot's going on, but I can't read any of it. Yeah, see ya! I'm gonna munch. I'm gonna crunch. Oh no, I got munched! And Christmas is like still yelling at me in chat. What the hell is going on? I can see like the chat move every couple seconds, and it's Christmas with something new to say every time. I don't trust this banana totem Yoshi. Whoo! What a good boy. Okay. Full fat Bowser, he got force fed, so it's not exactly better than inflation. Getting rid of a defensive item. White paper. White Pepe emoji. Guys, what if Pepe wasn't Paper Mario? Is it me or are you dropping frames? Probably me. Let's see. Yeah, I've dropped 6,000 so far. I could lower the bitrate, but I also couldn't. Let's see. A little bit, but it's fine for the moment. I believe it happened around the first go around the giant Yoshi egg, but it's been smooth since. I mean, it can be, so might as well hold on. Oh, hold on now. I mean, it can be, so might as well hold on to it, which you didn't. Lol, you're not even good enough to. Sad. I'm a backseat driver. Christmas is cancelled. Laughing Knuckles emote, followed by an oof. Damn, chat, you wild. Yeah, games like ARMS and Mario Kart are a little bit more intensive on the bitrate, so frame drops can be expected to be a bit more frequently unless I drop the bitrate, but it's already kind of low. Because again, I stream from a fucking laptop. So the fact that I'm able to drive 2 displays and do much of this at all is a miracle. Because it has to render these beautiful backgrounds. At least it's a gaming laptop, right? Ooh, Christmas. Sore subject. Sore subject. Nah, that's the thing. Like, I'm aware there's... I guess I'm about to get into this. I'm aware that there's more powerful hardware out there, but I prefer the macOS software experience, so I'm sticking with the Mac line for the foreseeable future. And this is like the 2016 Touch Bar thing too, so I'm using this model for like a while. And at the time I got it, it was like brand new. Like I got it like at launch, so there's not even gonna be a refresh for a while, I don't think. Apple cuck. I really brought that upon myself. Nobody here knew what an apple cuck was until I explained it. Is it a gaming laptop? No, it's a 2016 15-inch Touch Bar MacBook Pro. Ooh, well at least I got Donkey Kong at the very last moment. Depends what you like. I hate Windows 10 deciding when it feels like it ruins my graphics tab settings, so I stuck with 7 and never updating, lol. So what does that specialize in? Touching? Well, as the DF slogan said, touching is good. Okay, hold on. I guess while I'm in the lobby I can pull this up. Come on, Apple.com. MacBook Pro. Is the Touch Bar still the headlining model right now, or is there like some other MacBook? No, this is the one. Yeah, so this is the thingy it does. So instead of a function row, it's got like a touch screen, and so as you can see here, it's scrubbing through a video. So on the right here, you've got these customizable controls that control things like volume and brightness in Siri. So I just have a single volume slider, so I just tap and hold, and then I can slide to the left or right to adjust the volume. Also, I can tell that a race is coming. And then this I have to switch between night shift, which for you Windows folks is like Flux. Then this is the escape key, but then everything in between changes based on the app that you're using. So I find that it's really handy in stuff like Final Cut Pro and Photoshop. It's also nice to have in when watching YouTube videos, because you can use that to scrub those too. Design-wise, it's a very nice machine. You know, except for the fucking keyboard that breaks for no reason, Tim Cook. But like the touch bar and everything, like it's a very nice looking machine, I guess is the best way to say it. But apparently, like it runs fine for me. You know, except for the crashing. Like every single nice thing I have to say about this thing comes with a caveat, but come on, King Boo, get out of here. Even for the time it came out, apparently the specs were underrated. I'm happy with what I got, but I know that it was a very controversial thing because people were expecting to have a more powerful machine. because it's low power DDR3 and it maxes out at 16 gigabytes of RAM. And people were expecting DDR4 with up to 32. But supposedly the reason for that goes into a whole bunch of like, oh, well, low power DDR4 wasn't out yet for the Intel chipset or some other thing. Something along those lines. Uh-oh. I thought that was like a bomb or something. Bombs? Man, this Donkey Kong is like really ahead. I guess it would make sense. He knows this jungle better than anybody else. Oh. Not for long. Also, that frog? That's gonna be interesting to see. He has like a face. Shocker, I know. But I wonder, like, I'm curious to see what that frog looks like up close. I'm not really playing with anybody specific right now, so I honestly might just like back out and then go into like a free mode so I can look at that frog. Because it's never occurred to me to do that. Because I always go over the ramp, so I hardly even see him. DDR3? Oof, that's rough. I have the same and it physically hurts me because this was capable of DDR3+. Still dropping frames every now and then, but nothing to take the stream down over. It looks stoned as fuck. Right? I want to like get a closer look. Okay, let's back out. Let's back out. I want to look at this frog. So that would be like time trials, right? I want to go find this frog. Hold on. Yeah, I'll stick with Bowser, even here. And then DK Jungle is where? Oh, here. Solo race, right? I guess so. Let's see if we can... Oh god. Let's see if we can find this guy. That face would Flux ruins screen caps, so you don't use it. Yeah, I know when Funky Billiards uses Flux a lot, and especially that is like really noticeable. It's very yellowed. But the nice thing about Night Shift on macOS is that it's like baked into the system, so it actually doesn't affect screenshots. Okay. Here comes the lad. Okay, it looks like he just hops back and forth on the line, so let's... Look at this dude! Look at this dude. Hold on, I want to get like a good image of me next to it. Oh no, but he looks to his right! I gotta get on his other side. This has gotta be a thumbnail. Oh, but the map's in the way. Hold on. Is minus the toggle for that? X. X turns the map on and off. Okay. God, that's so good. I love him. Okay, we'll see ya. There's another one! What a legend. That's a good boy. Oh, thank God. Somebody just said the boy at the frog. And why am I going to finish this race? Let me get out of here. Somebody said the snoodoodle said the boy in chat, but I thought he said thick boy, and I thought somebody was like calling the frog thick. Okay, let's go back online. Frog ass, nice. Well, I guess I said that too soon. I spoke too soon. Please do not say these things to the frog. Oh shit, Cheeseland. I still don't get why people hate this map. It's fun. Don't kink shame me, Mr. Snake Snuggler. Oh! You! I've got a fucking mind to time you out for that. I leave for a minute and you chose fucking Cheeseland. Great. Too bad, Christmas. I'm sorry though, can we back up that I'm getting kink shamed for Kid Cobra? Kid Cobra and a literal frog? There's a big difference between those two. I will not have you sullying my faves on this stream. Griffin snuggles next. When it comes to Kid Cobra, you know it. Fish people are better, frogs are weaker game. If this is related to Sidon, then yes, I do have to agree. I can't think of any fucking frog boys that I like. Except for maybe Frogger. But not in that way. Not in the same way as Sidon and Kid Cobra and shit. Guys, do you think anybody's ever been like horny for Frogger? Ninjara is sort of a frog. Why did I do that? Oh, well, I guess it all turned out for the better. Or rather, it just didn't go horribly. I really didn't gain anything by throwing that, did I? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I was meaning to reverse so I could get that question block, but okay, sure, I'll just go broke, why not? I think it's because I have auto accelerate turned on so it doesn't let me reverse, which is a weird thing to do. Just cancel it when I start holding down B. Ah, Tanuki Mario, please.
Hey, pick on someone your own size!
Bowser's fucking enormous. He doesn't get to use that claim. I'm sorry, was that Piranha Plant like going after all the bats? Oh god, yeah, I saw that coming. Too bad that ankle didn't see the cliff coming. Oh god. Everyone's, I'm gonna be a star! See, when everyone's invincible, nobody is. That torso is wrong, but his torso could give you a hug. Think about that. Do we even know what he looks like without the mask? We don't, but I love him either way, because he's got beautiful eyes. It'll only take you a minute to remember MHA to answer that question. Never doubt the world, the possibilities don't end. What's... Snoodoodle, what's MHA? No, because that's disturbing. He just wants to give you a hug, Christmas. Jeez. My Hero Academia? Oh boy. Yeah.
Actually, it's called Boku no Hero My Academia. Get it right.
Remember that time someone went to a zoo and tried to fuck a frog because of that? I'm sorry, what? No, I don't remember that, Snoodoodle, and the fact that you say that I should... Is that like a common thing? Is that really a well-known event?
That can't be. Also, you don't really need to go to a zoo to find a frog. Those aren't that hard to get a hold of. Like, there's that guy's first mistake. Oh wait, I'm in first right now, I didn't even realize. Well, so much for that. Oh god. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting first again after that. Jesus. Although, if I can use up this piranha plant just to, oh no, I'm not gonna get this. Whoa! Oof! Oh my god. This whole night has just been a train wreck. See, this is why I don't like this Rainbow Road. It's actually not, I just like it for other reasons, but this certainly doesn't make me like it, that's for sure. First mistake, going to the zoo to fuck the frog. The second mistake, actually fucking the frog. First mistake, not taking the frog out to dinner, too. Not asking for consent. Who is this me with like the big eye? Oh, that's cursed. Looking like a fucking Kirby enemy. Cybration. Oh. I don't like it when his face changes. The default expression is cursed enough, but everything else after that, certainly not any better. Wait, I'm sorry, so what does that have to do with bringing up My Hero Academia? Cheeseland? Cheeseland? Just watch the ticker move over like one more spot after all this waiting. Come on. Give me Cheeseland. Even the game doesn't want it. It's like, really? Is there any way around this? Do I have to? Alright. Okay. Frog Girl. Is there a Frog Girl in it? Hiroaka has Frog Girl that people like. I'm not aware of this. Again, you say these things as if they're just commonly understood truths. I don't know a fucking thing about your shitty fucking anime. Oh boy, that's unfortunate. See, I can't even enjoy this map. This is like one of my favorites, and I'm just completely eating ass on it. Oh god. Well, but I get the golden mushroom. Can I at least use it? Yeah, okay, well that counts for something. Hold on. Never mind, no, okay, hold on. I've got a chance here, holy shit. That coupled with the triple mushrooms and a horn? I can do this, I can do it! Uh-oh, I didn't— No! I didn't hit the fucking glider panel. Where did that guy go? Okay, let's see. Chat's been saying things. Please pay for this service. Then how do you know it's shitty? Because all anime is shitty. You don't know a thing about anime, takes that water gun, then perish. Chill, Griffin. It's just a cartoon. No. That's what you say to people who are upset about like the Thundercats remake. Anime is just like this whole other culture, you know? I don't feel like there's just weebs for normal shit. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you guys are talking about My Hero Academia, and then you talk about things like the frog fucking incident as though those are common things that happen in, the frog fucking incident. Like, I feel like it doesn't happen in any other place except for, like, people who like anime. Of course it's somebody who, like that, who goes to a zoo. Listen. Oh, well, perfect. They just fucking found the... What am I saying here? Chris has just brought up the CalArts thing. Why are people mad about the Thundercats remake? Like, I don't think it looks good. But I'm not mad about it. Like, so what? It's Thundercats. Isn't eating ass a good thing, though? I like how that's a consistent thing you do. What is? It's been a while. I'm trying to catch up on all these chat messages. I don't know what you're referring to. Puts away water gun to pull out water blaster. Dinner blaster. Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty comes pretty close, you're right. I don't know. That's true. I don't think there's been a Szechuan sauce level phenomenon. Rick and Morty in its own right is fine. It's always the 1% of the fan base who ruins things. The straw that broke the camel's back. It could happen to their favorite cartoon next. It gives bad cartoons a bad name. Something. I don't know. Like, I'm not even necessarily against the whole, questioning the, I don't know. I guess the pervasiveness of CalArts in, all these shows. But, this whole Thundercats thing, I don't get. I don't think that's the right place for it. I think the right place for it is calling out that fucking transphobic asshole who made that shitty Captain America art and whatever. You know what? You remember I can't fucking talk. But you remember that person? How everybody they drew was just like two spheres glued on top of each other? And how they drew Adam Driver with enormous fish lips? Like, that's good. That's valid Reagan. I'm totally on board with that. But I don't know. When you're going after something like, I don't know, the Thundercats remake, even if you don't like it, those are actual, like, creative professionals who are just, like, doing their job and aren't being transphobic idiots, I don't know if what I'm getting at is making much sense, but you know what I mean? You don't know about this person? Oh, I forget what they're... Oh, no, I remember what they are. It's RCD Arts, I think, was the person? Oh, no, they were my favorite meme for a while. That was a good time. Yeah, there's like...
great examples too, where it's like, oh, they're like doing like comparisons between like how their old art style used to look and how their new art style used to look. And this old drawing is, I think, of like Jasper from Steven Universe or something, but it's a very nice piece of artwork. And then they compare it to like their newer art style, which is, you know, after they went to Cal Arts, and they're like, oh, I've improved so much, I've really grown. And then the second drawing is like garbage. I feel like if you showed the art, I would recognize it because it sounds familiar. Okay, let me go find it. RCD Arts. What's the name of the Star Wars guy? RCD Arts. Like, not the driver, but... Not Adam Driver, but like the Kylo Ren. RCD Arts, please. Please show me the image. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, this is just the regular... Hold on. RCD Art. It's just... I did like plural. Oh, there it is. See? There it is! Oh, that's good. I found it! I found it! Oh, that's still so good. Oh, I love it. Oh. Anime is unique though, in that the economic model of an anime is dependent to specific markets that will pay for things like Blu-ray and stuff, which probably contributes to why it's so strange. Is that a good thing though? Because I feel like what this really means is, I don't know. Just because, like, you know the whole Fire Emblem thing that's been going on right now? Where they did, like, the 10-year-old bride person? Or the alts or whatever? I don't know. Like, stuff like that feels super common. And I don't think it's necessarily just... You know what I mean? I feel like it's just, like... That sort of thing is emblematic of that genre, and I think the thing you're mentioning, where they kind of wail after very specific demographics who will spend money on a bunch of dumb shit, I think that those two are probably maybe intertwined with each other. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think what you just mentioned is a good thing. Anyways, Big Blue. That's some good shit. Because even Fire Emblem aside, like, you know, not, like, whatever, you know, I don't watch anime, that's one thing, right? But, you know, I still play lots of video games, and those are still a very Japanese thing. And I feel like for the most part, I've been able to avoid a lot of the creepy bullshit that tends to pop up in that media. But I feel like, you know, more and more, you know, oh, it's cool that these bananas go down the slide. I feel like more and more over the years, I'm seeing lots of this creepy fuck shit start to show up in the media that I engage with, even though my tastes haven't changed. Like, Fire Emblem has been getting a lot more creepy with its pedo shit, you know, the 10-year-old alt is a great example. Xenoblade 2, the exact same thing happened to that, you know? Like, I'm seeing it happen to, like, a lot more of the things that I like to enjoy, and I don't know about you, but I like to enjoy my things and not have that shit crop up. I'm just disappointed in a lot of that kind of stuff, you know? Because I feel like I used to be able to avoid it, and now it feels like I can't. That is not a good thing. It's the reason anime is so inbred and feeds off of itself so much. Hot take, I like anime as a medium, but the culture/genre of anime is dumb. She's just pretending to be a bride. Oh, but you didn't see? Oh no, this is great, this is great. So, some ongoing developments in that particular drama as far as the Fire Emblem Heroes things goes. The full list of that character's dialogue, I don't know if it was like data mined or if that actual banner is just like out now. I don't know what it is, but it got out. And it's not even, you know, people tried to make excuses. Oh, she's just pretending. She's just being a flower bride. But it is, like, undeniably, like, the way it's framed, it's totally like marrying a 10-year-old. Like, people keep trying to make excuses. It's like, oh, it's just pretend. No, but that's not really what they mean. No, that's absolutely what they mean. Oh. I like the medium of storytelling and stuff, not having to worry about all the problematic stuff surrounding it. That's what I'm getting at, though, because I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it artistically, you know? Because, I don't know, like, Fire Emblem, even before it got into the pedo shit, you know, was very nice artistically. I really adored the art style, I really adored the storytelling, but then all these, you know, little girl characters come along, and they get all sexualized, and it's like, well, I like the old stuff still, but I'm clearly not here for that. And again, the same stuff happens to Xenoblade, you know what I mean? It feels like that's taking a larger and larger presence, no matter what it is. And the stuff that I care about is like taking a back seat to pandering to pedophiles with lots of money. Flower Girl's adorable. Flower Boy is blessed. Don't put children in the freaking hot seat, though. Oh boy, well there we go. I'm like very quiet right now, I'm sorry. I'm seeing like a lot of things going on in chat. And I'm like, ooh, well I don't want to say anything too soon because I want to catch up with it, with what everybody has to say, but when it comes to Mario Kart, it's kind of hard to focus on both at the same time. Oh boy. I guess the red shell went for something else. Maybe, come on, don't get squished. Ooh. Come on, I just need to hold this first place position for a little longer, and then I can continue this discussion. Whoa! I didn't realize that that would work. Did you see that? I used the super horn and it broke the boulder. That's cool. I like how animation can be more visually dense than live action, not constrained by reality. Well, that's not the argument that I'm trying to make. Like, I'm an animator. I love animating. I love animation. I think it's great. But I think subject matter matters, and when the subject matter increasingly becomes the way little girls and women in general are being repeatedly framed in a specific genre, I think it's worth calling out. And I think we have a responsibility to call that sort of shit out, because if we don't, then it just gets worse. Until censorship happens, but I get what you mean. You know, I mentioned earlier how I feel like I've been observing maybe like a bit of a trend about how that stuff is becoming more and more prominent. Maybe that's what things have been getting at, you know? Because up until super recently, stuff like that was still being taken out. You know what I mean? Like with Xenoblade X, there was kind of some problematic shit in that game too that got like maybe taken out. You know, some characters were aged up, some certain outfits were removed.
Some certain changes were made to the writing and everything. But you know what happened? People threw a hissy fit about, oh, but why can't I jack my little ding-dong to little girls? This is censorship. And then they fucking, okay, well, we don't want people to be mad at us, so we'll leave it in the game. And then I guess that's where we're at now. Like, who knows? Maybe if those early controversies with the previous Xenoblade game didn't happen, then Xenoblade 2 would be very different. And we wouldn't have all the creepy shit that's in there now. I'm totally for localization in terms of that, you know what I mean? This is a very interesting conversation to be having, you know, talking about like this serious shit on this goofy ass candy track. Yeah, I'm totally for stuff like that being removed in localization when it comes to subjects like that. I mean, as far as fates go, maybe I would still like to be able to pet my boy Keaton. That's maybe something I disagree with. But, like, as far as, you know, the localization changes that people were complaining about, you know what I mean? Getting rid of skimpy swimsuits for underage characters. Getting rid of support conversations that come off as, like, really fucking homophobic. Or, or, you know... Like, I think people absolutely have a right to get mad at localization when it's situations where people take out content that isn't problematic in any way, and they just think that American audiences don't like it, you know what I mean? Like, if I recall correctly, I mean, going back to Fire Emblem again, with Radiant Dawn, I forget if this is, like, the case or not. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but, whole chapters of that game were removed because they thought, North American players wouldn't want to do it that much reading. And when it comes to that, well, it's like, well, hold on, I want to see what happens next in the story. Does that need to be taken out? That I disagree with, and I think, again, people are allowed to get mad about that, but what's the fucking point when you're trying to, oh, thank God these game creators have the right to sexualize little girls in all regions? Like, what? Especially for the most part, the creators of these games are totally fine with them being localized. It's like, yeah, you know, if something is in a game and it makes somebody uncomfortable, then most people are like, yeah, well, just take it out so that everybody can have fun, even if they have different views on these subject matters, you know what I mean? So fuck it, take it out, it's not a big deal. The internet is indeed a dangerous thing at times. Yeah, remember that bullshit? Somebody got fired from Nintendo because people were so mad about that quote-unquote censorship bullshit. Like, maybe there's a point to be made, you know, about whether or not you deem the content problematic, but I think there should be maybe some inwards reflections here where if your stance consistently and constantly draws the agreement of pedophiles, then maybe you should maybe examine that argument? Imagine reading in an RPG. Ew. Ew. Goes to show you, it does affect things inside the market and higher up. Yeah, like, I mean, if people are getting mad about not having these stupid fucking, I don't know, what, themes, framings, subject matters? You know what I mean? Like, if the Gamergaters were able to make change, then I don't see why we can't either, you know? Did Gamergaters change anything? Yeah, they were the ones who got that woman fired from Nintendo. They set out on this whole campaign to be like, well, she wants to take away the sexy little girls. Well, we'll say that she's a pedophile. And so what happened was they got like this child advocacy network involved, and they like reported her to them, and so that child advocacy network contacted Nintendo. Obviously, you know, they investigated it, and Nintendo was like, oh well, we just don't want any drama, so they fired her. And the thing is, she wasn't even responsible for the localization. She was just a feminist-looking lady who was on Nintendo Treehouse. Like, she didn't do any of the translations. She just had, like, a nose piercing and had thoughts on feminism. But, you know, SJWs are ruining games, so we gotta do something about it, gamers. I don't know. Very serious discussion topic for tonight, but I don't know. I'm very passionate about this medium, and I mean, given recent events as far as Fire Emblem Heroes goes, I think it's important to speak up about that kind of stuff, because otherwise, you know, otherwise it gets worse. And then the Gamer Gators get another win. Oh boy, I hear a blue shell. Oh boy. Can we go out of the sand, Bowser? Come on. I'm really worried about this bullet bill behind me right now. Uh-oh, not the gamer! Can games just be wholesome romps and not developmental underage eye candy or nah? Damn. Like, it's so frustrating, you know? Jesus fuck, Gamergate, people are problematic, big mood. Let's do some Animal Crossing. Like, the way things are trending, I'm really worried. Like, you know, I used to be, when they first announced Fire Emblem for Switch, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be the first one since Path of Radiance on the, or, since Radiant Dawn on the Wii, and I was like, really, really pumped for it. But I think, you know, intelligent systems, at least as far as intelligent system has been going, the decisions they've been making in that particular field, like, I'm very concerned as to what's going to happen in this latest Fire Emblem game. Like, is stuff like that going to show up? Because it showed up in Fates. Ooh, mirror mode. And I want to stress too that, like, I don't know, if games want to explore that kind of space, I don't know. I don't think anybody would want to play a game like that. I don't know. I'm sure David Cage would probably pull some shit like that, but it's all about framing and the deconstruction of the subject matter. And I think it's pretty undeniable that as far as what I've been discussing goes, it's totally just like to titillate the viewer and shit. Like, it's not saying this is a bad thing. It's like, it's trying to masquerade as sex appeal. And it's like, no, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm gay and not a pedophile, so it's like 2 levels of disinterest for me. And I guess that kind of ties back into that whole whaling thing that we were talking about earlier, where the market is very niche, but that market has a lot of money, is that fewer individuals have a say over the content of the text. And I think that could very easily lead to situations like the one that I think the industry is kind of in right now. Fuck David Cage too. Yeah, honestly. David Cage is like my favorite to rag on though. Oh boy, come on.
No, but it's like, I don't know what David Cage's voice is. I was gonna do like a voice, but I don't know what David Cage sounds like. I'm just asking questions, guys. That's like a bootleg Yukino Joe. Oh, I need to stop looking at chat. Final lap anyways, I'll be able to get back to you guys in a bit. Ooh, double star. Oh, come on. Fifth? Ooh, fourth? Ooh! Third, damn. Titty latte. Kinda scares me as someone who's always been stoked about becoming a game developer by how toxically tragic communities can be. Mediums which encourage that behavior need to take a fucking seat and work on that. Game devs actually have a surprising amount of control over their audience just by the nature of the games they create. That's a really good comment, Femi. There's some people in this world that just, well, if they were on fire, I want to piss on them to put them out. Yeah, big mood. my me. Just like checking his watch like, well, this is sure is some serious subject matters. What time is it here? I know there's mostly more good folks than bad eggs, but it still rattles me. I wouldn't either because I have paruresis. I'm assuming that's some sort of piss-related affliction. Christmas. Also, I'm kind of a game dev, so if you have any questions, hit me up. Yeah, when are you gonna age down the characters and let us unlock swimsuits for them? Has there been like any recent controversy in terms of that on that scale though? I would like to think that maybe that sort of outrage has like plateaued. You know? Like there's been, you know, I don't know, controversies with, I don't know, like No Man's Sky was a thing, you know, loot boxes people are mad at, you know. Don't you worry. The gamers have definitely been mad at something, but it just hasn't really been social justice / censorship / feminists are ruining video games. I don't think anything along the lines of that has happened in a while. I'm trying to think of the last instance of that, and I'm kind of straining to think of what it was. Honestly, I think maybe Fates was. Or I guess Xenoblade 2. Like, nothing was even removed from that game, but people were like, oh, the feminists are disagreeing with this game. They have different opinions. Game critics are being game critics. Can't let that happen. That's always such a weird thing to me. Like, how people have been mad at people like Anita Sarkeesian who like, they haven't done anything. They just talk. Like, they just share their own opinions about how they view the you know, and I think she makes a very good point. One thing that she frequently says, like, I'm not even super into feminist frequency, but I've watched a couple of her videos, and I think one very good point that she's made is that you can still enjoy the media that you enjoy while simultaneously, like, criticizing the parts that you don't enjoy, you know? Like, that's how things get better. I just think it's really weird how, like, angry gamers on the internet are so desperate to prove games as an art form, which I totally agree with. I think games are art, absolutely. But, like, they threw a hissy fit when people criticize it as art, you know? It's like, yeah, games are art, so let's criticize them as art. Game Freak is censoring Gens 2 through 7 of Pokemon. It's also nice to remember the good things we've seen come out of game updates and recent changes.
Yeah, I think in terms of, I can't think of any specific instances because life is hell, but but I do know what you mean. Like, I know there have been some things that have been rolled back and that made the gamers mad, but ultimately there were changes for the better. Game Freak doesn't know how to have a gentle nod to its older games without strangling you. I actually had a talk with an econ doctor about Gamergate, and he actually had an interesting perspective. He essentially said that games are transitioning from subculture to mainstream culture, and things like Gamergate are just a conflict point during this transition. And similar trends happen with other stuff. Yeah, I can absolutely see that as like that being a gatekeeping thing, and how that audience feels like they're losing control of it. I'll post a screen cap of the slide in the Discord. Huh. Well, I'll take a look at that. I hate how her name sounds like an Amelia Bedelia child book name. I know EA sucks, but they added more options besides male or female specific options, so it's a small step. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's always important to remember that whether it's media that we like or media that we dislike, it's not made by monolithic entities, you know? It's always groups of people that work on it, you know? Like, again, going back to Xenoblade 2 as a game that I have a lot of issues with, like, man, back when I was actually playing that game, I had the artist who's responsible for all the horny shit in that game memorized, but I don't know, he's not worth the brain space, but like, I'm pissed off at the art style. I'm pissed off that he drew women the way he did and made those designs into the final game. But at the same time, we've got people like Masanori Mitsuda is the person who did the music for that game, right? I might have butchered that somehow. I know Mitsuda is proper, but I don't know if it's like Masanori or something. It's something Nori Mitsuda. But the music in that game is great. I think there's... I mean, the writing isn't as good as Xenoblade 1, but I think it had some really good points. I think that's the core concept to take away here. To just really be unafraid of criticizing the parts of the things that we like. So as far as going back to EA, fuck the stupid predatory gambling shit that they do, but also, you know, the people behind that aren't the same people who are doing that inclusive shit. So, like, good for them. Give those devs a pat on the back. You know, props to those guys. Give them the credit they deserve, but, you know, as far as loot boxes go and all that shit that happened with Battlefront and, I don't know, as just the whole business side of EA, because they just constantly pull shit like that. Like, fuck that, but, you know. Oh, come on, please. I can see this like, whole crowd coming up behind me at the very last second. I'm like, please don't get to the finish line. I like the BattleTech they pronoun, and sparked a small controversy, but that didn't change it. Character customization options now sometimes overlap both gender options. You can wear dresses regardless of gender in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Also, that new dating sim about monsters, I forget the name. Monster High also included pronoun options. That's neat. I forget whether or not that was a thing with Sonic Forces. I recall seeing a post or two about people being mad or happy about that. That the clothing was gender locked or not. I don't know if it is or not because I haven't played that game. But stuff like that is good to see. The revolution is small, but it grows. Yeah, in terms of the gaming industry as a whole, I think things are definitely getting better. But in terms of, I don't know, I guess the genres that I like, it feels like things are maybe taking a step back.
As bland as Sea of Thieves is, they also let everyone wear dresses. Maybe what I'm kind of just examining here is maybe just like a cultural difference between Western developed games and Japanese games. Because honestly, all of this shit that's pissing me off is from Japanese devs. You know what, yeah, honestly maybe that is a big part of it, because, you know, weebs. But like, I feel like if a Western developer were to pull off that little girl sexualization pedophile pandering shit, there'd be like a much bigger uproar. But when other games do it, like, you know, like Xenoblade or Fire Emblem, then it's like, oh, it's just a cultural difference, you don't get it. No, it's okay over there. But it's like, it's still not. Oh god. I can see more stuff in chat going on, but of all the times to look away at the screen to look at chat, Rainbow Road is not the time for it. Although, this has got some walls. I was posting while you mentioned Xenoblade, but I really hated the character designs. Yeah. I'm absolutely on the same boat with you. Except, Nia is the only good female character design in that game. Nia is a queen. But everybody else, yeah, fuck that. And that's the thing too, because if you look at something like Xenoblade 1, they're totally capable of writing and designing great female characters. Xenoblade 1 was full of that sort of stuff. But then they walked it back with Xenoblade 2, which is why I'm saying it feels like that whole pandering to these niche audiences with lots of money is for the worse. Because then we lose great things like that. Oh, come on, Bowser, we got this. Oh, we got this, we got this, we got this. Come on, Bowser. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, I'll take fourth. The cultural difference thing is most BS by people who don't actually belong to the culture. Yeah, oh no, it's totally weebs leaping to defend that shit. Honestly, I think that whole space is just a really interesting thing because it feels like it's weeaboos who are like jumping to defend that sort of shit, and then I feel like, you know, Japanese players just don't care either way, because really, who gives a shit? It's totally a whole vocal minority thing. I don't know, stay hydrated about. Griffin seems the opposite of thirsty right now. Salty, I guess. Like, people often claim that stuff like pedophilia is more acceptable in Japan because of cultural differences, but those aren't actually true and based on not actually living there and understanding the culture and laws. Yeah, so I guess literally what I just said. And that's what gives me hope, because it seems it's, again, just a vocal minority of Western gamers who are interested in seeing that little girl stuff stay in their games, and then most people just don't give a shit. But it's not the people who don't give a shit that are affecting change here. It is very unsettling, though, that that comes in like a big enough group of people where it actually does create change. Oh god. Come on, Bowser, you got this. Don't give up.
Look at this, the speed of this lad. That's, that was, like, especially underwater to get that sort of acceleration, that was pretty nuts. Even for 200cc, I don't know. Oh god, I was kind of... I guess you can go under the eel if you want, but I'm just so good that I never fall off. Yeah, see y'all. Woo! Replace little girls with buff middle-aged women where they're all holding all of their beautiful friends. Dude, agreed. That's the change we need to see in the world. Man, it's only been an hour? That's nuts. I feel like I've been talking about this for much longer. I don't know, at least Mario Kart don't got shit like that. For now. Oh no! Wait! Guys. Baby Rosalina. It's too late! They've infiltrated us! The Gamer Gators got us again. Oh, why did I think I was getting a mushroom? I'm in second place, of course I'm not. Bowser, you absolute dullard. Ah boy, should have seen that coming. Oh, it always gets so frantic at the rear. Boy, that's a way to phrase it. Ah, come on. Come on, just like a top half of the bracket. That's all I'm asking. Come on. Oh, that's a good timing on the bullet bill though, because I'm not affected and everyone else is. Except for, you know, half the people with stars. Holy shit. Holy shit. Can it be? Would it be? Is it so? Like in the UK, legal consent is age 16, but honestly that still feels too young sometimes. Maddies I knew in school were shaking at 14 and it's honestly dangerous. First of all, I like that you call them Maddies. I'm gonna be 21 in a month and I can't wrap my head around these young guns and their freaking lusty musty natures. Second of all, I love lusty musty. I don't think Gingland's shaking as much as a problem as add-on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Femi's making kind of the same point that I was going towards here. I think the point of that is that kids are going to do that anyways, so it's just more about not putting kids in jail for that. I think it's like different if it's like kids exploring that with each other rather than adults preying on kids. Like I think it legally already distinguishes that. But yeah, 14's a little bit. I see where you're going with that. And even still, when you bring up stuff like that, that's even still not what's appearing in the medium that I'm talking about. Like that Fire Emblem thing that happened, that was with a 10-year-old. So even that doesn't really become an excuse. Oh, this is nice. It's freaking worrying, y'all. Yeah, pedos need to get the fuck out. Oh, this is always such a cozy atmosphere. Slightly less cozy when this intense race is going on, but... Guys, Animal Crossing Switch is gonna look so good. Isn't it crazy that we still haven't gotten an Animal Crossing game that comes in a resolution that's not like 480p or 240p? Like, I'm not the kind of person who's like, you know, angry that Animal Crossing isn't on Switch yet and like desperately clamoring for it. But you know what, when it does come eventually, that's gonna be nice. Oh boy, not a mushroom, not a mushroom, not a mushroom. Donkey Kong! Wait, hold on. No, no way. Not happening. Shouldn't have done that. Child marriage is still a thing here and I hate it. Well, it's not gonna look bad. But because things that will never exist don't look like anything. Imagine marrying another human being during childhood. Actually nasty. Griffin, I need you to target the me. The me's don't have rights. At that age, all I was thinking about was how cool Pokemon Black and Pokemon White was going to be. I heard very good things about that game, but I've still never played it. All I know is that N is a fucking snack! That could be an interesting stream. Again, I don't know what the DS... Yeah, I haven't streamed a Pokemon game before. I could do that. I'm already in the middle of an RPG right now, though. And I, like, just finished Paper Mario 2, so... I think after I finish Fire Emblem, I might take a little break from RPGs like that. And is the best boy in Pokemon. He's so cute. I love him. I want to know what his deal is. Do a Nuzlocke? I've never done one of those either, but I don't think I would want to. I get way too attached to my Pokemon to ever do something like that.
Pokemon Black and White is a nice, soft game. I feel quite tenderly towards that entry. Huh. Like, that's the thing, too. Like, I hear that a lot about Black and White particularly. I don't know when, but I definitely do still want to check that out one day. Yes, see ya. Also, I just realized the map has been turned off this entire stream because of that one frog. Isn't it nuts about this whole conversation about the increasing presence of pedophilic pandering in media all started because of we were talking about fucking frogs? Because that smug frog in the thumbnail was what started all of this. That's totally what started it, because I misread someone's comment calling the frog thick. And now here we are talking about this. I like doing a soft Nuzlocke, which is what I call playing a Nuzlocke until the Pokemon you like dies, then just playing normally. But actually, if I stick to the Nuzlocke, I use the rules where Pokemon are stored in boxes instead of released, and then where you can revive a Pokemon after each gym. I try a different take on Nuzlocke sometimes. Nothing dies during XP grinds, only against trainers. Never tried reviving the babies again. Didn't remember that. I'm not strong enough for a Nuzlocke. I'm such a weak baby boy. I get so attached to my fucking JPEGs. And it's gonna be in your YouTube thumbnail, too. I think it deserves to be at this point, honestly. It's earned its place as the catalyst for change. Broke Frog, Pepe. Woke Frog, the one in DK Jungle. I don't know. I feel like maybe I've felt a little squicky throughout this stream because I don't dive into subject matter like that very often, but at the same time it's like I want to make it clear that if there's anybody here that disagrees with that shit and would prefer to see the industry continue to go in this direction, or like, you know, I think you should have more little girls, actually, because that's hot. Like, no, get the fuck out of my stream. Like, I want to make that much clearer. But I think in general, I just want to stress that. Unless I'm comfortable with having the stream go in that direction, then maybe don't. Because I feel like the stream is small enough where I'm able to, like, still kind of, how do I want to word this? Keep a lid on things, I guess, you know? Like, I'm able to address everybody's thoughts. I'm able to address my own clearly. And I think we're all kind of on the same page as far as this goes, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But, like, you know, at the end of the day, Twitch chat is Twitch chat sometimes, so... Somebody please get the shortcut. Thank you. I was kind of banking on somebody landing that. Oh, whoa, whoa! That's one way to end the race. I started Nuzlocke, and the minute my good boy dies, I resume the regular game because I am a coward, Kappa. What the fuck? Squeaky is actually a word? Christmas... Squeaky is my favorite word. Squeaky baby. I think the industry as a whole is getting much better, just certain devs are pandering to those audiences. Yeah. I'd like to hope for that. That this is just like a phase and it's plateauing and it's gonna, you know, not become as big of a thing. And who knows? Maybe the whales are gonna go elsewhere. Maybe all the pedals are gonna get rounded up and go to jail, and they can't buy video games anymore. He did it, Bowser said the line. What line did Bowser just say? Sometimes a nice serious talk is a good outlet to make it clear to anyone willing to support people with problematic mindsets like that. I guess. I trust Twitch chat right now because everyone here is like chill. But I think if anything happens with like the VOD on YouTube, like that's my concern now. I think we're kind of winding down from that topic. We've all had our say. I think we had a good discussion here. But I don't know. Mario Kart streams are, and multiplayer games in general seem to do more popularly. So I don't know. I just don't want my YouTube comments to get rated or something like that. I don't know. Nice people or assholes. Nobody watches these streams anyways. Have you ever seen the YouTube video Bowser says the N-word? Oh, you mean Racist Mario? Oh, that's my favorite video. Yeah, I love it. Oh, come on. Can I use this golden mushroom? Yes, I can. Woo! I really gotta turn the map back on because I can't see where anybody is right now. Oh, this is good. This is a lucky lineup. Man, this baby Rosalina's a champ. Like, that's a lightweight racer in first place. Like, you never see the babies up on that, doing that well. Look out, the baby's got a knife! Oh, don't you dare, who are all those 5 viewers, you big smelly? Oh, you mean like on the full galaxy? Heated gaming moment is another spicy one. Oh! Heated gaming moment is my favorite fucking phrase. That's so good. That's not quite the kind of heated gaming moment I was thinking of, Snoodoodle. Unless after that, your friend burst into saying the N-word. Oh, it's no big deal. Every gamer's been there a couple dozen times. Couple hundred. Oh, Chris just sent me a video. Is it the video that you're talking about, Christmas? And if I show it on stream, is Bowser going to say anything that I'm going to have to censor in post? I say it at least once a day. Did PewDiePie actually use that as an excuse? I didn't keep up with any of the drama that unfolded after that. Did he really use that as an excuse? I mean, fuck him, but that totally sounds like something he would do. Holy shit. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be like a snipe that was going to take out like 1 million people at once, but... Look at Small Luigi go. That's one way to use a mushroom. Yes, only one of his lines in the actual game. Uh-oh. Well, that sounds like yes and no to me. PewDiePie didn't say that, but others did. If you didn't mention that, I would have kept calling him Christmas, LMAO. PewDiePie actually straight up admitted fault and apologized, which I actually can respect a lot. Oh, he didn't blame the Wall Street Journal? He didn't say, oh, they're trying to make me look bad. They're trying to, they're biased against YouTubers. But a lot of people kept defending it with stuff like that. I can see that happening as well, honestly. Oh, yes for is that the video? Okay. It feels like we've been getting a lot of repeat tracks tonight. Kind of makes you wonder why that would be the first word that would come to mind to swear, but he did it up to his error. Thinking emoji. Yeah, like, this is like, what, the second or third time I've done Wario's Gold Mine? Good thing this song is a banger. It always feels like people like this track more than I do. I think it's fine. I don't, like, love it, though. I kind of wish it did, like, the crazy up and down stuff with the ramps like it did just there. Like, you know what I mean? If it had, like, a lot more verticality going on. Basically what I'm asking for is just Wario Coliseum. Oh dear.
Come on, Bowser. Bowser would never have a heated gaming moment. Yeesh. It came to mind because it was in his vocabulary, which is gross, because most people just don't default to words they aren't used to saying. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it makes me wonder if he said it on purpose or bloated social media coverage. I think there's maybe better ways to do that. Oh, I forgot that this was a thing. Like this whole stream. I'm gonna go with Music Park. Yeah, I doubt it. He doesn't need it, and every time he gets coverage like that, he loses out either on ads or on YouTube projects. No, I just think he's an idiot. I think that's all that it's got to be chalked up to. Oh, who's this little guy right next to me with the frightening red eyes? Music Park? Music Park, cool. Rush Hour 87. I want to see if I can get to like 6,000 by the end of this stream. I'm so tantalizingly close. But does he like Cheeseland? Nightmare Eyes. I don't know if that's like intentionally a Night in the Woods reference, but if it is, good for you, because that's not only is that a good game, but that's the first game I ever streamed, and those are some good fucking memories. I really enjoyed that game, but sometimes it feels like I maybe played that game too early in my streaming career, you know what I mean? Like, I had some weird audio issues, I wasn't very good at reading the dialogue, you know what I mean? Like, if you're familiar with the way I speak, or the way I read, if you're familiar with anything that comes out of my mouth, I just tend to, like, slur my speech, or, like, stumble around, you know what I mean? I don't talk so good. And if you think it's bad now, it was especially bad during Night in the Woods, I think. And the stream was still, like, empty back then. So there isn't very much stream chat interaction like there is now. I don't know. Maybe later down the line I'll want to go back and like revisit it or something and replay it with all the new streamer skills I got. I don't know. That game is really special to me. I don't know. The reflections on these coins look great because of all the rainbow lights that are going on here. Oh, I didn't even need to save that mushroom for the grass. That's what I was going for, but I didn't need it at all. You use slurs? No, false alarm, guys. It was just a heated gamer moment. There's nothing stopping you from revisiting that game, my dude. There's no golden rule to it. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a nice first anniversary thing, if I still stream after all that time. If I do keep going with this, it's gonna be... I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to look back. That's gonna be a hell of a milestone. Oh boy. I think the general aim, I guess, is that I would like to keep doing this. At the moment, I don't think that I want to stop streaming. I'm enjoying myself here, and I'm meeting a lot of new people, and I'm making some cool friends, and I got a whole $2. I mean, if it was blind, you can't lose. You have a first reactions recorded, and even if it was bad, you experienced it early. Sometimes future versions of ourselves have more things to bring to older projects. Yo, Snoodle, that's a very woke thing to say. $1/50th of the way there. Yeah, I don't mind affiliate over partner, but I just wish affiliates were allowed to have more than one emote. Other than that, I'm totally happy with where I am. Animal Crossing is so comfy. Are you criticizing my decision to vote for Rainbow Raceway? I'm just doing this because we haven't gotten this one before. And also, I was specifically talking about Autumn Animal Crossing. I think all the seasons are good, but I think I also said this in Choco Freeze on whatever stream it was where I did the Horn Top Hop stage, but I talked a little bit about how I like fall, how that's my favorite season. That's all I was getting at there. And it has like the comfiest music too. It's very gentle. The other versions of the seasons slap as well, but they're a little more intense than the fall one. More like, aw, dumb! Banned. Banned and barred from SL. I don't think you've heard Winter recently. I think if you were to put all of the different songs on like a linear scale, or on like a line, Fall would be the most chill. Winter would be like the second most chill. Oh, well, there goes Wario. See ya. Oh, that's a cute Bowser face. Come on, come on, come on. Whoa! All this more like winter. Good for you, Christmas. All this spring aesthetic stuff is making me sad that I missed out on half this spring blossom event back in Monster Hunter World. I don't have a PlayStation or an Xbox or a PC, so I'm never gonna play that game. Oh, someone just fucking lifted off. Not saving the semi-defensive item. Very angry emote. Well, if you're so angry about it, then how come you don't do better? You're not here right now, but I'm saying if you were, then you should prove it. I don't know. It's fucking 11:43. Which actually, considering how often I usually stay up much later than that, isn't actually much of an excuse. I'm just a dumbass at all hours of the day. Because I hate this game. Me too. I think Monster Hunter's Generations U Ultimate, I think that's what that acronym means. It's coming to Switch, so you might see a Switch version when that gets released worldwide. Yeah, but I'm not interested in it. The one I was interested in only slightly was World, but I don't have any platforms that that's available for, so I'm not counted in on that. Hey, did you hear about what they're doing with Resident Evil on the Switch? They announced that Resident Evil 7 is coming to the Switch, but they're doing it in like a PlayStation Now kind of way, where basically you get the game and it's like
It's like 140 or 180 day pass or something like that, where you can play the game, and the whole thing is streamed from like PCs, and it's not running natively on the Switch. And maybe I'm wrong on this because I don't know much about Monster Hunter or Resident Evil, but those are both Capcom, right? So who knows? Maybe they'll do a similar thing with that. Oh boy. Please! Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Oh! That, I like rode the edge of that thing for like the whole stretch. Ooh. Very nice. Nice car! I think that's like the first time I've made that fucking meme. And it's actually been relevant to the game I'm playing. Not so nice Dan. Or is it a scratch? I forgot what he's actually advertising in that. Streamed gaming is sus, just because of the technical constraints? Yeah, that thing I just mentioned is Japan only, so... They got good internet over there, so maybe that's doable over there. But if you really wanted to, you could, like... Switch is region free, so you could get it still if you wanted. Get both owned by Capcom? Well, what convenient timing for someone to play Doom on the Switch. Because I'm doomed. I'm stuck with the Xbox One Monster Hunter World, so the day we get an exclusive, I had to go buy myself a chocolate milk in celebration. Yeah, Worlds is coming to PC, but I have a Mac, so that option isn't open to me either. I guess. No, I'll go random again. As long as you beat Baby Rosalina. Oh, well, the person who was playing that just left, I think. I think maybe they got upset. They got angry. Aw, man. This is a cool track and concept, but it just doesn't really have much going for it. There's not very many turns. You know, I was talking a little bit earlier about how I was trying some PS2 solutions for Klonoa 2. It just occurred to me, maybe I could try Boot Camp instead, because the solution I was trying for that was it was Wineskin. It was PCSX2, whatever the hell that acronym is. There's a lot of C's and S's and X's in there. There's a lot of S going on. So what I was essentially doing was doing an emulation of Windows and then doing an emulation of a PS2 on top of that. And when I was doing that, I was getting about like between 60 and 80% performance, mostly 70. And that wasn't good enough to play, but it just occurred to me that maybe I could try Boot Camp. Because if y'all aren't apple cocked around here, bringing it back to another earlier thing that was mentioned in the stream, let's see. Yeah, Macs have a native feature that allows you to boot Windows onto the device and switch between the operating systems. So rather than trying to emulate Windows, maybe I could just try running Windows straight up and then doing that. And then doing PCSX2 through that, and maybe I would get a little bit better performance. But I think at this point, like, I don't... Oh, shit. That was close. That was a close one. I don't know if it's like worth the trouble. I might just get a physical copy. I mean, it's expensive and I won't be able to do it for a while, but I don't know. Oh, what? I thought the super horn was a red shell. Also, this is terrifyingly close. Yep, there it goes. Oh boy, why did I do this? I keep thinking everything's a mushroom or a red shell, and it never is. Also, that's... I didn't land on the... Oh boy. What a fall from grace. See us, Noodle. Griffin, I know you love being cucked by Apple, but I feel like a lot of problems you have would be solved by getting a PC. But that's the thing, like, the ecosystem is worth it to me. I don't know. You owned yourself there, but at least you didn't drive straight off the edge like Donkey Kong. How do you do that on this map? Isn't it all fenced in? What parts of the ecosystem? Just curious. Well, first of all, I like the way that iOS and watchOS and macOS are all tied together. You know, I like getting a phone call and then having that show up on my Mac and being able to answer the phone call from my Mac. Same for like iMessage, getting all my texts on my Mac. I like handoff and the whole having my files on all my devices. AirPods are fantastic. I like using those on my iPhone and Mac. I like the macOS experience in general. Like if you get a Mac machine, you can run macOS or Windows on it. But if you get a Windows machine, then you're kind of just stuck with Windows, and the only macOS solutions are unofficial. I don't think the touch bar is like, you know, a make or break kind of thing, but that it's a nice part of the hardware that I enjoy. It's opened up a lot of Photoshop techniques that I probably wouldn't have explored were that not there. Is this 200cc? No, I don't think it is. Oh, and the trackpads are... Oh, no, I could never say goodbye to the trackpads. That's what keeps me locked in. Windows trackpads are fucking garbage. Oh, I use trackpads to make my art. I could never say goodbye to a Mac trackpad. Like, even using, Windows on a Mac and just using the trackpad for Windows, it feels like shit. Like, I've never, boot camped myself, but, my friend always did. And I would use his Mac every now and again. And it does not feel good. It just really is that right combination of hardware and software that makes the trackpad feel as good as it is. That I could not say goodbye to. All trackpads are awful? I don't know. Have you tried a Mac one? They're pretty good. And that's another thing too, is that the one on the 2016 Touch Bar MacBooks are enormous. They're like the full height of the device. Like it goes straight from the keyboard all the way to the edge of the thing. And it's really wide too. And so with that, it gives me like a lot of space to like draw larger lines in my artwork. People who use trackpads when playing FPSs are stronger than US Marines. It's true, like, honestly, whenever I see, like, those little art posts about, like, where it's like, oh, you bastard, where it's, like, comparing, like, use, like the brain meme, for example, where it's, like, drawing with the tablet, drawing with the Cintiq, drawing with the mouse, and it goes, like, all the way down as, like, the worst and worst drawing options until it's, like, drawing with the trackpad is the wokest thing of all. I'm like, yeah, but I draw with the trackpad unironically, so I guess I am the strongest of all. It could be useful for drawing maybe, but I have no idea why anyone wouldn't just use a mouse. Well, I like the gestures too. Being able to draw is one thing, but like this is a... Oh, hello, Apple.com. Yeah, so that's what the trackpad looks like.
It's very, very big. But this is a 3-finger swipe side to side. I can have multiple desktops running. If I swipe up with 3 fingers, I get all my active desktops, and I can add more if I like. If I pinch in with 3 fingers, it doesn't show up on this display, but I get an iOS style list of all my apps. Let's see. If I swipe, hold on. This shows me all my active windows, but on my other display, it's actually showing me all my windows at once. Like, hold on. No, I couldn't actually. Let's actually swipe over here because the race is about to start, but... Oh god, Elgato! Don't you start with me, Elgato. Because that's the thing. I have all my windows going on like my MacBook screen, and then this is what's being captured. So I don't really have anything active here. But mission control is a really cool gesture too, where you can just swipe up with 3 fingers, and it shows you that little bar at the top, but everything beneath that kind of spreads out all your windows so you can see everything at once. And it just gives like a quick glance of like everything that's open at the moment, and you can like bounce in and out of apps really easily. It's a nice little alternative if you want like an overall view of like your workflow. Oh, Luigi. Oh shit, I thought he blocked it, but then I got it. Oh. Come on, Meeg. Yo, y'all play League of Legends? I love this fucking toad train. I'm not sure what that achieved, but I'm hoping it was worth something. Oh shit, Morton. Oh. I like froze and I was like in the middle of the track. I was really concerned something was gonna go wrong there. Yeah, how's this for defense? How's this for defense, Christmas? Yeah, fucking see ya. Oh, look at this baby boy. Kinda weak since there's an opening. God damn it. I can never win with you. Or at arms, as it turns out. I'll give her my best shot. Look at me, I'm the king. Oh, you bastard. Speaking of, let me put this cartridge back in the case. I don't trust myself with leaving these cartridges like loose on my desk. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably wrap up soon, but I really want that 6,000 VR before I head off. Hopefully that's not too hard to attain, because I'm pretty close to it, but it all matters how often I win or lose here. Let's see, so currently I'm sitting at 6,001. Well, never mind me. I guess it just got it, huh? Alright, I guess this will be my last race then. Just get a little bit of extra to secure that rank. I don't trust this Morton right here. This is a cursed little Koopaling. Time to lose it! Well, I mean, I hope you didn't just jinx it, but, you know. Listen, I'm a Mario Kart master. There's no way. I say, drenched in sweat. There's always like some sort of specific pattern on this track in terms of like the angles of the ramps and when like I'm doing tricks on every single opportunity that I have here. But there's like something about not doing the tricks to actually move faster. But I don't know what like the difference is. Like what I'm supposed to be looking for to know whether or not to do a trick.
get myself with that, aren't I? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, see ya. Bye-bye! Yeah, so long, Game Mario. Get the fuck out of here. There's only room for one gay in this track. Oh. This is homophobia! Oh, no. No! No! Not on the final lap. Anything but the final lap! Oh, I was a fool. I was a cocky fool. You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. Come on. Let me get him like in 6th place at least. If there were 12 racers in that server, then I'd keep the... Yes! Okay, I didn't lose it. Cute, cool. Phew. Oh, that was dangerous. Ah, but Mount Mario. Guys, okay, I gotta do Mount Mario. I can't not do Mount Mario, come on. Come on, what are you talking about? I can't not do Mount Mario. It's Mount Mario, come on. Now it's just a matter of getting the track voted for. We've done Mario Circuit a bunch too. Come on, Mount Mario. Come on. Come on, Mario! Ooh! Well, that was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for tonight. Let me just check if there's... I'm seeing something's going on in the Discord, but... Oh no, someone joined the Discord. Apparently someone name of KT_FamGames has joined the Discord. Good for them, I guess. Yeah, so there's nothing in the art for tonight, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. I'm penalized for rage quitting. Not in Mario Kart. You can't touch me, Miyamoto. If you liked what you saw, you can follow me here on Twitch or subscribe to me on YouTube. If you really liked what you saw, you can subscribe to me on Twitch. It's a little bit of a confusing wording, but hopefully you understand what that means. Or you can follow me on Twitter and Tumblr. Same name, all places. Or you can check out the Discord server, which I just mentioned. There's all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out in, both on and off stream. And if any of that interests you, then the link to it is in the Twitch cards if you're watching this live, or in the YouTube description if you're watching the mods. Yeah. Very interesting night. ARMS was something... Well, I don't think that was interesting. I think that was actually very uninteresting. But it was something different, for sure. And Mario Kart was something as well. Interesting night. But no matter what kind of night it is, I thank you guys for watching it. And I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys all have a good sleep. Alright. Night, everyone. Oh, damn. Good reminder, stay hydrated, just as I was about to sign off. I'll go. I'll take a big sippy.